Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video, and we've got some, I would say mostly bad news here. This is just something I do not like. Like, pretty period, point blank. I'm just not really a fan of this. We got a potential reason why, but I just don't like it. So what this video is mostly going to be is like a news roundup. We'll just talk about a couple of the odds and ends that have kind of like dropped over like the last day or so, and just kind of like combine it into one video. Now, this is going to be the main thing right here. So maintenance is going to start at 6 p.m. Eastern later on today. 6 p.m. Eastern is when we're going to be getting maintenance, okay? That's going to be on JP Dokkan. And then that is a monster maintenance going until 3 a.m. Eastern. That's going to be the Dokkan 2 update. So, one of the most, interesting things about the update to me is going to be the idle animations. I can't wait to see that. Like, certainly, I would think Evolution Blue Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and, like, Super Vegito are three characters that are going to have special animations for sure, since they're three of the, like the Part 1 10th Anniversary LRs. I'm going to be curious to see those. I think those, to me, it's just like a interesting, neat little flair that they're going to add. So there's that. That's when the maintenance is. Now, on Global, the maintenance is on the 22nd, 8:30 p.m. to 3:30 a.m. It's actually a little shorter. A little bit of a shorter maintenance than JP's going to be getting. But we can see it's the next day. So, Dokkan 2 will release on Global 24 hours and 30 minutes after JP. Now, I do have one word for this. 3 words. It's 3 words. It's fucking stupid to do that. I just think it's dumb. I think releasing anything not at the same time at this point, I think it's just stupidity. They still do it where kind of like the Part 1 celebration info comes to JP first, because it's technically the new day before it is on Global, or what, like Global across the world or whatever. It's stupid. I think that the celebration info should come on to both versions at the same time. And then kind of like the Part 2 celebration info comes to Global first before JP gets it. Why not just have everything at the same time? Why drop peel-off trove packs and stuff like this all the time for years on Global that JP can't get, and then they turn around and drop like kind of a similar-ish type pack for Black Friday, right? Like, I don't agree with the idea of having anything different on these games, because I've just sat here and seen how the player base reacts to it for years. They get really upset. They get really fucking mad. And justifiably so for something like this, because this is something that is very exciting to any longtime player. This is a huge deal, right? Like, just like a complete revamp of like the battle system and just the way the game looks. It's a monster major thing. So it's at the end of the day, it is just a 24-hour delay, right? So like, it's not the end of the world. In 5 days, it's not really going to be a big deal. But I mean, they could still just drop shit at the same time, though. I just think it's the stupidest thing in the world. And it just only leads to more fighting, more nonsense. I mean, bruh, like, come on, please. Like, Omatsu, look out for us, man. You know we're going to be fighting over such stupid, trivial bullshit anyway. We're going to be fighting over, oh, is AGL Blue Vegito good? And people were arguing the other day about the 4th anniversary LRs. Like, it's like, bro, the Dokkan community, they're going to find something to fight with. Let's at least have it be something ridiculously stupid, like the 4th anniversary LRs, who came out 6 years ago, rather than arguing about something like this. Now, I make a tweet, right? Like, they're idiots. They're dumbasses. I hate it so much. Rick makes a good point here. This is likely to be true right here, where he says that they say the decision was probably made to avoid having both teams occupied on such a big update at the same time in case something happens. Now, I feel like someone would look at that and be like, oh my god, just excuses. But, like, that is valid. Like, guys, how many times have we seen them mess up like an update or something like that, right? Like it happens. I do think that's like a legitimate thing, but I don't know, man. I just still don't like the idea of shit being on both versions at different times. I'm not a fan, especially something like basically as important as this. I guess that probably would. I mean, it does make sense because they don't really ever do these maintenances even after we're synced on the same day. If you think about it, the maintenances usually are on different days since the sync. So very strange. But I mean, I would bet Rick is right on the money with this right here. Here's what I said. Doing things like this only breeds discontent in the player base, which is true, man. Yeah. The good news, though, is that JP's going to get it tomorrow, and Global's going to get it in 2 days. So by the time the hot shit drops, I mean, it's going to be on both versions, right? At the end of the day, we're better off like this than Global getting Lord Slug right now, and JP gets... Could you imagine being a Global player? Like, remember, people said... I don't want to say a lot. There was at least a decent amount of people I saw saying, I don't like the idea of the sync. Could you imagine being a Global player right now? And again, you're getting Lord Slug, and JP is getting 6 anniversary LRs. And as a Global player, you know, I can't wait until July! Like, come on. So, yeah, I guess we could live with an extra day, like 1 day difference for this, but still, whatever. Again, I want to cover a lot of this other, like, different info, like these little news things that have dropped. So the 10th anniversary broadcast is on the 28th. Did I have the... Okay. Yeah, okay. So the 28th, right? The countdown ends as soon as it becomes the 29th for me. So 2 hours ago is, you know, 2.5 hours ago, it became the 21st for me, right? So like if you look at it, 29th, like literally exactly the 29th, the second it becomes the 29th, that's when the countdown ends for me. You know, like the 10th anniversary countdown. I was anticipating that the LRs would drop right then and there, but perhaps it's actually going to be a little bit sooner. So on both Global and JP, the countdown campaign image on the home screen is scheduled to end. So this is what, like, is that 4 p.m.? Wait, I could do this. 13 is 1, right? And then 14 is 2, and then 15 is 3, and then 16 is 4 p.m. So yeah, it's 4 p.m. I've referenced this before where, like, I could do that quick shit in my head, but then I always, like, when I'm on video, I always second guess it. I'm like, wait, is that true? And then, but yeah, it is. Okay, so that's 4 p.m. Eastern. Okay, damn, they are cooking my ass. If that's when they drop the banner... again, like Rick says, dude, the 2nd anniversary, the Super Saiyan 4s, I think was a little earlier than that. I want to say it was more so like 1 p.m. Eastern when the 2nd anniversary global Super Saiyan 4s. I was streaming during that time. We could go back, bro. It's right here. Look, it's damn. Okay, it's this. This is it right here. 7 years ago, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, July 7th. This is, damn, I probably didn't show what actual time it was, but, you know, I'm pretty sure that 3 p.m. We could see. It's 3 p.m. for me. Yeah, that's... Yeah, and then finally it dropped right at 3 p.m. So 3 p.m. Eastern is when it dropped, huh? Okay. Well, yeah, for the 2nd anniversary. I have been kind of like setting myself up to like be ready in the middle of the night, which apparently is not when they're going to be dropping the banners. So fuck me, I guess. All right. Well, that stream is going to be brutal on your boy. I'm going to have no sleep. Oh, well. Cry. I guess I'll cry about it, right? Gonna have to just do it. Okay, so so the banners then could actually literally just only be a week away. 7 days from now, the banners could be dropping. So, I mean, now that, I mean, Gogeta and Broly, I think, on JP, remember that Global, it was a little different. The countdown ended and it was 2 days later. Gogeta and Broly might even have dropped before the countdown even ended, now that I think about it. Again, the good news is I've recorded all this, right? It's not tough to go look up, but whatever. All right, so there's that. Yeah, we'll see. So then we have this. All of the previous anniversary story events go away at the start of the 10th anniversary, right? So this is, again, all the different events that, were introduced during anniversaries. Baby Saga for now will probably get a Dragon Ball story. Yep, makes a ton of sense. No, they'd revamp all of these. That'd be interesting. Revamping all these would be potentially a lot of stones, so there's that. I've got this pulled up, but there's no point for to have this. Okay, cool. So they're gonna, I guess Angela and Meta Matcha, by the way, were messed up. Recovers 4% HP is inconsistent with the description. I never noticed they were broken, but I mean, I don't know. Now, maybe it's something that, they're testing out the new update and they go, oh, oops. Now that we could actually just see the little percent there, we could tell it's not working correctly. Is that what happened? Maybe. And then another thing. They mentioned this before. We talked about this before, but they are going to be closing and revamping the 9th anniversary event. Which makes sense to make it the 10th anniversary battle event, where we'll be able to get lots of skill orbs for the anniversary characters, which is good. So there's everything. Let me know what you guys think. I personally am not really too pleased with this. Like, I know I'm a GP player, and this is more so affecting global players, but I'm not asking. I want equal treatment for both versions. That's the point. I don't want JP treated better. Global players shouldn't want to be treated better. It should just be the same fucking treatment. And I feel like they oftentimes they're just misfiring all over the place with that. If they would just land on the same shit on both versions all over the place, I think that would lead to the biggest smiles. And then, again, rather than death battle, but global and JP shit like that, we're, arguing about, well, I think the 3rd anniversary LR's animations were super good, actually. People will be fighting about shit like that. All right, so let me know what you guys think. I love you guys. Mwah, 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 mwah. Yeah, we got a lot of content coming over the next days. Anyway, a lot of stuff going on.